Girls, puppies, and kittens of all ages to Genshin Impact episode 59. I'm your host Noxus, and today is a day where we're starting the stream off with 1,511 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. It is July 17th, 2026. Let me do a sound check to see what's what. I sound like a dying goat. Alright. Everything is as it should be. I'm going to send this to my community real quick. Give me 1 second. General paste at everyone. At everyone. And also, I will read comments after this cutscene finishes. Alright. Hopefully the people that come to the stream can see that so they understand why I'm not going to respond until that's done. Hey, welcome Zindi. How you doing, sister? Alright. Can you see the message that I posted, Zindi? I don't know if people can see it if they come in after I sent it. Hopefully you can see the message.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh? You scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
Oh, you little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Oh, you mean that diver from the... Now hurry up and tell us. How did you...
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to
My brother was charged with theft.
It really isn't that bad.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so. See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here. Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's Gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's Gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Welcome everybody. What is the Gnosis? I forgot what that is.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
It's like where God's power comes from like a vision, but for Archons, I think. Okay. Thank you.
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up? Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
Sorry, I must refuse.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
Ha.
It's okay to open up a little.
No, don't listen, Lenny. Never open up to nobody. If we're all done sharing info, fine. But I may reconsider things if they get serious.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well.
Is that a tattoo on his face of a teardrop? And does his sister have a star tattoo on her face? Or is that removable? Is that a permanent tattoo, or is it just like makeup and paint?
I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the fortress of Meropide has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where Child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
This whole place kind of reminds me of the prison in One Piece called Impel Downs. It's like basically, as far as I understand, the prison in the One Piece world that harbors like the most dangerous of criminals. It was actually a pretty good arc. I enjoyed it, and I ended up getting a new favorite character when it was all said and done. I think I'm on episode 1037 or 38 of One Piece. I only watch dub, of course. And sometimes I've had to wait years for new episodes that are dubbed. Yeah, and it's hard because you want to know what's going to happen, but we don't know. I'm not sure where we're supposed to go right now. I guess probably down here. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any chests that are placed in awkward places. And of course, if I see something shiny, like this, I'm taking it. A pocket grimoire. Huh. I don't think I learned what a grimoire was until I started watching Freren. I think it's called Freren at Journey's End. I could be mistaken. It's a newer anime. It came out like in the past 2 years. I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. In fact, it's one of the best animes I've seen in the past 15 years, I would say. The animation's good, the characters are good, the music's good, the plot's interesting. If I had to recommend any anime right now, it would be that, and also Edge Runners for like the cyberpunk anime. And season 2 is coming out sometime either this October or November, if I remember correctly. And I hope it's as good as the first one, but I'm honestly would be surprised if it was as good. Because the first one, like, one of the things that made it good is it would surprise the audience. Like, you would see things happen that, like, the audience would never think that would happen. But now that we've seen season 1, they can't just do the same thing again because we've already seen it, so they're gonna have to come up with new stuff. Hopefully it'll still be good though. I was very, very impressed that they could make a anime like that good with only 10 episodes. Damn it, where the hell am I supposed to go? Alright, we're gonna follow this yellow line and hope for the best. I'm confused. I guess, wait, is there some, no, there's not, okay. I thought I was going towards the kitchen, but I guess not. I want to hurry up and get out of this place because, I wonder if it'll kill me if I stand under the elevator. Let's find out. I will not die. Oh wait, why is it not coming? Is it because I'm standing there? I don't see the thing coming. Oh, wait, there it is. It's coming. Okay, we're going to stand under it. We'll see what happens. We better make sure it's, here, we'll put a shield on. There we go. This will keep us safe. Oh, God. Okay, that worked out. All right, that was good. Okay. A lot of games I've played in the past, whenever, like, you would be under something like that, it would kill you. I'm also watching, I watched an episode of, this other new anime today. I think it's only been out for like 1 year. I can't remember how to pronounce it exactly. It starts with a G, like Garakucha, Garaquachua, I don't know. It's, like the premise so far is it seems like it's, like a futuristic world where like trash is everywhere and like some people live in the trash and other people live in fancy clean locations and they look down upon the people that live in the trash. It's pretty interesting so far. I'm on episode like 14 or 15. Also, it was either episode 12 or episode 13. It had one of the most disturbing scenes in anime, or actually, I take that back. It had one of the most disturbing scenes in all of fiction. Live action, anime, Western cartoons, Western movies, Eastern, you name it, whatever fictional story that you've heard of. It had one of the most, like, shocking and uncomfortable scenes that I've ever seen. And I was really impressed by how they did it too, because like I only like slowly started to realize like what was happening as I was watching it, and the way they depicted it was really clever because like if a child was watching it, I don't think that they would fully grasp what's going on in the scene because of how it's animated. But Wait, is that one of those music things? Yeah, it was one of those music things. Okay, yeah. But like, I think that children wouldn't notice what's happening if they saw it because it's like they do it in a really like clever way. But most, if not all adults, like would understand exactly what's happening, and I was very, very disturbed and angry. Anger is the proper response to what happened. I'm not going to say what happened, but it was one of the like most enraging things I've ever seen.
Oh, he wasn't kidding. Today's meal is nowhere near as good as last time. Oh, who knows how long it'll be until we're lucky enough to get that super tasty meal again.
Well, Paimon, if you really want the super tasty meal, we can see who ends up getting it, and then we can go and take their lunch. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I bet you would. As long as you're here... Wait. As long as you're here long enough. It'll only be a matter of time before you get it again. As long as you're here long enough. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get myself a drink out of the fridge really quick. Yeah. The episode was so, like, shocking and disturbing to me. Okay, hang on. Hold on. I gotta sit down for a second. I stood up too fast. I don't know what's wrong with me. This has not happened to me a whole lot until recently, but, like when I'm playing games streaming, like I lay down a lot, and so like I get up to like, you know, go to the kitchen or whatever, and, like I don't know, like all the blood rushes from my head, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out, which, I've had seizures in the past, but, that wasn't like, that was because, like, I was holding my breath when I stood up. But back then, I did not know that they were seizures. I didn't know what it was. But, like, I explained it to a doctor at one point, and he's like, yeah, those are seizures you're having. I'm like, oh. Because, that's pretty serious. Like, seizures, that can be really bad. Alright. It'll only be a matter of time. Yeah, that.
Forget about it then. We'll just deal with the regular food for the time being. Let's just get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But life here doesn't seem all that bad. Other than the foreman being kind of mean and the work being pretty tiring.
It reminds me of my last job.
If I had a coupon for every fish who said that. Seems you fishies still haven't learned your lessons from your life up on the surface. If you take things at face value, then by the time you reach a dead end, you won't even know how you ended up on that road in the first place.
Who the hell are you, and why are you talking to us? Why are you talking to us, mister? And why do you got your arms crossed? Why does everyone here look freaking angry? It really is like my old job.
I like your attitude. I can, let you in on a little something.
I think he's hitting us on Paimon.
Just follow the rules and not cause any trouble for yourself. Am I right? But what they don't tell you is that the rules aren't exactly what they pretend to be. The rules for being a prisoner. The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Hidden rules?
Huh? Hidden rules?
What do you mean?
Not everyone knows about those rules, but whether you know them or not, once you break one, you might encounter something even worse than death.
Worse than death? Well, I probably wouldn't have understood that concept as a kid, but now that as an adult, yeah, there are things worse than death.
Really? Oh, now you're really scaring poor Paimon. Don't joke around like that.
Have some advice for us, old-timer. We're gonna call you Unc.
Of course. And I'd say that just disappearing would be one of the better outcomes.
Oh, you mean that if there really are hidden rules, then Child's disappearance might have something to do with that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
In that case, would you tell us some hidden rules? We definitely want to avoid breaking them.
Yeah, tell us. No, we're not giving you coupons.
Come on, mate. This is valuable information. The difference between life and death. Do you really think you can just ask and I would tell you?
Yes, because we'll beat you if you don't.
But we don't have many credit coupons yet.
We ain't giving him shit, Paimon. He ain't getting nothing from us.
Yeah, I know. Not like I'm going anywhere. Just come talk to me after you've saved enough. Moreover, you're new fish, freshly caught, and completely out of your element. What'd be the point in even telling you anything before you've gotten a handle on your new lives? Come and find me once you've been here longer.
Your comment was hidden by YouTube, Cynthia. Let's see what it says. I am so excited to post it since it will show a lot of my OCs are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Cynthia is a straight ally and Celine a homo. There we go. It either hid your message because of the LGBTQ thing or the homo thing. I'm pretty sure that's considered a slur still. But maybe not, because they were taking that other word back that used to be a slur, so I don't know. If maybe that other one got changed too. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm usually around the rag and bone shop. Just call me V-Doc. Bye-bye now.
The rag and bone shop? You sell bones? Why do you sell bones? Are they like back scratchers?
He left. Just like that. Huh. Do you think he's just trying to scare us into buying fake information from him?
Probably. Cynthia says, Celine's a villain who lost her lover. Of course she's gonna be. What do you mean by that word specifically, Cynthia? The H-O-M-O word. I have a specific meaning for that word, like when I hear it. I want to know what you mean when you say it, because we're probably using two different definitions. Elijah says, Yo, welcome to the channel, Elijah. How you doing, brother? Is it possible that someone would just disappear? But I'm still interested. I don't know, I guess the first one.
Yeah. It might be a good place to start in our investigation. Hidden rules, huh?
We should sneak into his bunk at night, Paimon, and force him to give us that information. I'm doing good.
But, like he said, we don't have any coupons, and we're still not familiar with this place. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Have you seen the new Devil Dinosaur skin? If it's the one where he's wearing a Jeff skin, I've seen pictures of it online, but I haven't looked at it on the game yet.
We were so busy talking, we almost forgot to eat. Even if it's not the best, it's probably better while it's warm. Come on, dig in before it gets cold.
Alright, I like Paimon a little bit better from this story quest because I kind of get irritated by people that are super picky with food. Like, it's fine to have preferences, but I don't know, it bothers me for some reason. After your meal, you spend some time getting familiar with the fortress. Before long, it's something. I have my own preferences. Yes, I'm talking about that one in my opinion. That's his best skin. I see. Is it an epic skin or is it a legendary skin? I'm assuming it would be epic, but I honestly don't know.
Full throttle!
Devil Dinosaur has been my favorite new tank to play. Like, I'm really enjoying learning him. And surprisingly, I like playing him both on attack and defense, which that's kind of rare because most of my tanks, I only prefer to play them either on attack or defense, but never both. Like, Hulk is good for attack, Captain America is good for defense. But Devil Dinosaur... Did my comment get hidden again? The last thing that you said, Cynthia, was Celine's a villain who lost her lover. Of course she's gonna be a homo.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
It's an epic skin. It's one of those gambling events. I see. Huh. I wonder if I'll end up getting it or not. I like his robot skin, and I also like the white skin from the competitive scene. I was happy that I got that. Also, I like Cyclops' competitive skin. I feel like it's his best one, to be honest. Welcome to the channel, Mega Zombie. How you doing? Yep, it did get hidden YouTube. Yeah, it's probably that word that you're using, Cynthia. I could be mistaken, but I am pretty sure that's not a word that YouTube likes to be having said. I was just hesitant to say so because I can think of other words that are similar to it that like have been, I guess you could say, reclaimed in a sense. And I wasn't sure if that word was like one of them. In case you don't know, and unless it's changed within the past 5 years, that word is extremely offensive to certain people. Like it's like when I was growing up, it was one of the worst things you could say to people. I don't know if it's still that way today, but yeah.
So Paimon just confirmed with the guards that our shift is set for every morning, and we're free to do whatever we want all afternoon.
Alright, Zindy. I hope you enjoy your food, sister. I appreciate you swinging by and showing me support. It means a lot to me. Enjoy your food. That just reminded me, I have chicken in the fridge. And I got barbecue sauce. Hell yeah. I'll probably eat that soon.
But it seems like most of the other inmates choose to continue working through the afternoon to earn more credit coupons.
I mean, yeah, that seems like it, Paimon. I remember when I had my first, like, manual labor job. I've had several different types of jobs over the years. But when you have a manual labor job, like, let me see, I probably had between, like, 5 to 10, like, very different, unique jobs. Maybe even, like, up to 15, give or take. But at least 5 to 10. And, a manual labor job is completely different from all the others. Like, we'll say, for example, if I've worked 10 different jobs, like, all the other jobs could be somewhat similar in, like, some, like, little ways, but the manual labor job is, like, completely different. And I remember when I started the job, like, one of the trainers was asking me, like, hey, have you ever had a job like this before? I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, manual labor job. And I was like, thought for a moment. And like, I did do construction like one day, like when I was a lot younger, and that was fucking hell on earth. But it was only one day, so like there was that. But like, basically, not a lot of people could last doing what I was doing because it was extremely physically demanding. It took everything I had to keep myself together there. All right, Zindy, enjoy your food, Megazama says. Cynthia says, I hope Russell ain't here. I don't like them. They're on my hate list for sending me a hate comment. Yeah, I will address that with Russell the next time I talk to him on stream. I have Mexican today. What kind of Mexican? Like, what specifically? Red Runner says, bonjour. And welcome to the channel, Red Runner. Hi, Red Runner. I did construction. I moved a bunch of heavy stuff. That's awesome. I am proud of you. Not everyone is able to, let's say able, but more so willing to do that type of work.
Oh, and they also said that you can use coupons to skip work in the morning and free up your time. They weren't kidding. Credit coupons really can be used to do anything here. Ah, Paimon's so tired. And we'll need to wake up and go to work in the morning. Without any credit coupons, it's not like we can really do anything else.
We could train.
Nighty-night, Traveler. Paimon hopes we can keep making progress on our investigation tomorrow.
I hope so. Hopefully we can. Oh god, what's happening? What the hell is that thing? This place, it kind of reminds me of this game I played when I was a lot younger. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was a first-person game. I hear someone calling me! BioShock. This place reminds me of BioShock. Nox, do you have any more questions about Evangelion? Why, yes, I do. Why was Shinji's father hell-bent on killing, Shinji's classmate that became, like, the new EVA pilot? Like, he wanted Shinji to kill that guy, and I don't understand why. It was the classmate that punched him in the face when he first started at the school. I forgot his name. He was friends with the nerdy kid. He had like a sick sister in the hospital. I can't remember dude's name.
Are you awake, Traveler?
Because Shinji would become more broken and less likely to do anything about it. Wait, so his father wanted, like, he was trying to damage Shinji's, mentally? Like, he was trying to fuck with his psyche? So I'm assuming the way you said it, like he was trying to do it so, like, basically he could control Shinji. Wow, that's even worse than I thought.
What's wrong? You seem to have something on your mind. Did you dream about something last night?
I dreamt of child, Paimon, and I can't tell you nothing about it. Alright. I had to pull out the British. My dad's side British, I had to. Rather, in the dream, I was child. I dreamt of child. What would Lu Ming do if she woke up as child? I don't know.
Is that even possible? Unless it wasn't an ordinary dream?
Maybe child, he found a way to hide it inside of the prison, like the walls, and he came to our bunk while we were asleep in the middle of the night, and it wasn't actually a dream, it was actually, I don't know.
Child's vision! So you had it with you this whole time?
Ooh.
Maybe the vision connected Child's consciousness to yours.
Hold up. Oh, no, never. He did it because since it was now an angel and Shinji refused to kill him, he activated the dummy plug to do it himself. Okay, so whenever he got inside the machine, it was an Ava. Why did it become an angel if it was previously an Ava? Maybe I can use this vision to see everything he experienced from his perspective.
And our investigation has its first major breakthrough! Good thing you brought the vision with you here.
It got infected. How'd it get infected?
So what did you see in the dream? Do you know where Child went?
The dream was a little hazy, and I didn't see anything particularly useful.
Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be a bit more helpful in the future.
Hopefully.
What's more important now is that it's the start of another new day as prisoners. Let's do our best to earn more credit coupons. What's the plan for today?
Work, Paimon, and then more work. Let's go work in the production zone. Let's spend some coupons to skip work. Nah, let's go to work, I don't care. It's shown while it's being transported, it goes by a cloud. And lightning comes out. British, can we talk about Jackson's backstory? Can I talk about Jackson lore? Who is Jackson?
Let's go! It's time to start working. If that guard Fielding catches us skulking about, he's sure to give us an earful.
That reminds me of my first or second day of working in the warehouse. I had to go, like, refill my water and go to the bathroom, and whenever I got back, my manager was, like, very, very stern, yelling and scolding towards me, and I didn't do anything wrong, and, I was already stressed out because the environment was just stressful as hell, and, like, he's, like, fucking, like, being disrespectful to me, and, yeah. He definitely, I etched him a place in my memory to remember in the future. I think he ended up either quitting, getting fired, or, like, getting moved to a different area, because I didn't see him later on. I remembered every single person that was disrespectful to me.
Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting.
My OC Cynthia's boyfriend. Alright, tell us about your character. Already on it. Could you explain the job to me again? Now I remember.
Good, here you go. Remember to give me the widget once you've finished processing it.
Sir, you look like you're doing hard drugs. I can tell by the bags under your eyes. Do you have any more questions, Nox? I was asking Google questions earlier. Did you ever find out anything specific of why the ancient race of aliens, of why they sent out like the little white moons and the black moons out into space instead of like trying to escape their planet? Because Google said that their planet was doomed. And if their planet was doomed, first of all, I want to know why it was doomed. I couldn't get a straight answer out of that. I never found out why their planet was doomed. But then also, even assuming their planet was doomed, I'm wondering why wouldn't they build like spaceships or spacecrafts so they could like leave and survive instead of just like sending their DNA off to like continue their legacy. Because I mean, if they had the technology to be able to send like DNA to like other planets, I'm assuming that they would also have the technology to build spaceships to escape their planets. And they didn't. Because they were dying and they sent out seeds of life. Why were they dying? It's just doomed. Yeah, I don't like that. I need more information. Jackson is the boy with brown hair with a blue tint in his hair and has blue eyes. How old is he? When he was born, he had a twin. Jackson, 6 minutes older than his sister. Then you're not getting it because it's as simple as it's just
confining
doomed.
themselves to the heavens,
24.
God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
I couldn't find straight answers of why the planet was doomed, and I couldn't find straight answers as to why they didn't choose to like try to save their physical bodies either. And I never got around to asking Google why they felt it was necessary to send out their DNA in the first place. Like why they felt that was necessary. I don't fully. I guess maybe like it's like some like desire to like, you know, basically not to be forgotten in some way. Nox, the main characters are more important than what ifs. Wow. I don't feel comfortable asking any more questions, so I'm not going to.
Alright, finished. I'm on speed. But after so many shifts, it seems we're really getting the hang of it now.
It does seem to be getting easier. All you do is float around telling me what to do. I've never seen Paimon pick up at anything, like nothing. I played this game over 600 hours and I've never seen her pick up anything.
Hey there, fellow shift mates. I saw you finished your work, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, hey there! We've seen you before. Your assigned workspace is really close, isn't it?
That's right. The name's Rowan. This past few days, I couldn't help but notice the new faces working nearby. I guess we were destined to meet. I've been working here for almost 15 years. Even the foreman, Grainville, always calls me Chief.
Ah.
Whoa, you've been working here a long time, Chief.
If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask me. I know the work here in the production zone better than the back of my hand.
Why is everyone angry?
We'll be sure to come to you first.
I think I got the work more or less down pat. We just haven't quite learned all the rules.
Did you just ask about the rules?
No.
Pretty sharp for newcomers. You've already heard about the rules, huh? Who'd you hear it from?
I don't think you need to know that. The hidden rules, that's what they were called, right?
Alright. Seeing as I'm the one who came over here, you're already calling me Chief. I guess I can tell you a little. Truth is, you two keep working like this, you might be putting yourselves in danger.
Huh? Wait, there's even a rule about that? What would have happened if you never told us about this?
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one on accident. The conditions of the hidden rules are usually pretty specific. But once you do break one, bad things happen.
Bad things happen. Also, why are you so interested on the first ancestral race specifically? Like, the backstory is simple because they're not involved in the story. They're still important, but backstory is simple. Because I can understand the direction the author, like what he was trying to portray and what he was trying to express to his audience. If I know more information about the ancient race, but I don't really feel comfortable talking about it any longer, to be honest with you. Welcome to the channel, Chrissy. How you doing, sister? Welcome, welcome. Jackson hated himself because his parents, he got grounded and beaten up almost every day. Why did he get beat up every day for? And what did he get grounded for?
If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work, then something bad will happen during lunch on the 3rd day.
Wait, what? Hold up. Doing good, eating pickles. What kind of pickles? Are you eating pickle slices? Are you eating pickles in a jar? Are they spicy, mild? What kind of pickles?
If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work...
Wait, okay, hang on.
If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work...
Dill flavored, and it's a whole pickle in a bag. That sounds tasty. Okay, I was just asking because probably puts the best work on the actual story and characters rather than the reason backstory, the first ancestral race. Yeah, I didn't like the way you responded to me while I was asking about the ancestral race. Like, it kind of made me feel bad, and I've already felt bad because I felt bad, like, not last stream, but the stream before last stream. And I still got to figure out what's going on with Russell. Because his parents loved his sister more than him. Yeah, that happens. I don't know if I had children, would I end up having a favorite child? I don't know. I assume that most parents probably do have a favorite child. But regardless of whether I did or not, I can tell you one thing with 100% certainty. If I did have multiple children and I did have a favorite child, not a single child would know that I had a favorite child. Like, they would have no idea. I would treat them all equally, because I think that's the right thing to do, for one. And two, if you show favoritism towards one of the children, then the other children are going to become jealous and resentful. I know this for a fact because I lived and experienced it growing up. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I was my grandmother's favorite grandchild out of like 5 or 6 different children. Which sounds like a good thing for me, right? Like, hey, grandma likes me the most out of all the children. That sounds like it's good for me. I mean, it sucks for the other kids, but at least it's good for me. No, it was bad for me. It was terrible for me because the other kids, they resented me and they were angry at me because she treated me better than she treated them. And so the fact that she would like do special things for me that she wouldn't do for the other kids, like, it made my life harder. So that's like the main reason that if I did have favorite children or favorite grandchildren, they will never know. I'll treat them all the same regardless. It's purposely vague. I'm sorry that I made you feel bad. I couldn't get the straight answers about the original race. Like, I don't understand if they can build devices to like pass on. Oh, another thing was I didn't quite fully understand it, but it sounded like they put their souls into the moons that they sent across the universe, which, like, when I hear soul, I think of something like very specific, but I don't know if what I think of is what the author was thinking of. Like, it's possible that they were using two different words, or we're using the same word, but I have one definition and he has another definition. I don't know if it's the same definition. Like, in my mind, if you could transfer your soul to, say, like another body, whether it's organic or robotic, what have you, I would consider that to be like, even if like the physical body died, like you as a entity would still be like living on inside of like a different body or like a robotic body. But I don't know if the author thought the same way. Okay, hang on. Jackson would get less treatment and had to treat himself by getting food for himself, doing his homework without stuff. His parent. What did his sibling think about that? That sounds terrible.
Huh? Like what? Oh, don't scare Paimon.
No, they sent out seeds of life into these containing their genetic material. Welcome back, Zindy. Welcome back. Paimon is scared. I never got the chance to ask Google. I wanted to know why they felt it was necessary to like try to pass on their genetic information. I'm guessing it's because like for them, if like their planet was doomed and like they all died off, like I guess like they wanted to leave some type of legacy to show that they existed at all in the first place, sort of thing. Which, like, I kind of understand, but at the same time, I kind of have a difficult with that, to not face extinction. I also asked Google how the Seelie were, like, came across, like, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and, like, how, I don't know if, I guess the ancestral race were the ones that wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls and they had to translate them. It was kind of confusing.
If I knew that, then I wouldn't be standing here talking to you, now would I?
Damn it, Rowan, I liked you when you walked up, but now you're kind of being an ass. Cynthia says his sister wanted to help, but if she did, she would get in trouble and get grounded, so she couldn't help how hard she tried every time. If she does, she would get in trouble. I think she should have gotten in trouble to help her brother, personally. I don't know about you, Cynthia, but I am like very protective of my brother. Like if someone was trying to do harm to him, I would have more than words to say about that.
You mean even you have never tried working 3 days like that before?
No, take care, Mega Zombie.
There's actually a legend about this rule. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him.
That sounds like me at my last job. Exactly that sounds like me at my last job. Let's hear it again.
They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him.
I'm telling you, it'll sound like I'm bragging, but like that's how my managers would describe me at my last job. I was the hardest worker in my entire section, and if you asked anyone that worked with me, they would agree with me. At school, he had 0 friends and 0 teachers liked him. That sounds like the recipe for a tragedy. Why didn't he have any friends?
One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd day...
This sounds like something that happened to me. I was outworking everybody else, and then on a long, hot, warm summer day, I ended up collapsing. My body gave out on me. It was one of the worst things I've experienced.
He disappeared into thin air, as if he'd evaporated. Later, some people went and asked some of his past friends about him, but they said, never heard of the guy.
Well, I didn't disappear. I just hit the concrete floor. They would bully him. How would they bully him, and why would they bully him?
How could that happen?
What did that worker look like?
Unfortunately, we were assigned different production zones. I never saw for myself what he looked like.
Wait, are you thinking that it was...
Thank you very much for the information.
Oh? You... Listen, kid. This ain't the kind of thing you should be curious about. Let me tell you, you're better off forgetting about it and looking after yourself. Now I kind of regret ever telling you.
I kind of regret you walking over to us and talking to us, Mr. Rowan, if we're going to be quite honest. At first I thought you were nice, but now I don't want you near us.
Yeah, I agree with Chief here. Do you really want to try?
Give me money, Paimon, or I'll smack the shit out of you. Cynthia says, on one day he was getting bullied until a girl protected him from the bullies, and they became friends. Her name was Sky, and the same Sky that is Blue Jay. Why did Sky protect him from the bullies? It sounds like a good lead to me. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Alright, if you insist.
I do insist. You finish your morning work and arrive at the coupon cafeteria. Holy shit, I could read the whole thing for once. That rarely happens.
Isn't this the super lucky meal? Looks like hard work really does get rewarded.
I thought, no, Paimon, we don't get rewarded for the hard work with that. Holy shit, though, I got 800 of those things. I got enough to buy the recipes.
Paimon's gonna take her time and savor every bite.
I don't know exactly what that food is, but I'd eat it.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
What would I like to do this afternoon? Let's go work in the production zone. Let's go to the Pakarati ring. Let's go investigate. Let's earn more money so I can buy all the crap.
Right, we just need to keep at it.
I want to be able to buy all the recipes. That way I don't have to come back down here ever again. You arrive at the production zone. I always try to collect the recipes whenever I can. And I saw a purple
Look who decided
recipe.
to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting.
So unless I'm mistaken, Red Runner, the ancient race, they sent out 7 moons across the universe, and like 2 of the moons was like one of them was Adam and the other one was Lilith, and they called like the Adam moon something specific. I can't remember exactly what they called it, and I think they said the same thing about Lilith. What I want to know is what were the other 5 moons called that they sent out? And I'm assuming that you know that the moons are basically like the spaceship type thing that held the genetic material. Black moon, yeah, there's a black moon, there was a white moon, but I think there was 5 other moons, if I'm not mistaken. Because she would tell on them to the teacher, but they didn't listen to Sky, had to do it herself. It's never revealed. I see. Well, Sky sounds like a good person. They were both 5 at the time they met. How old are they currently? Yes, you're correct. There are 5 other moons, but they never show them in the anime. Apparently, there was a Evangelion video game made that explores the lore even in more depth. But I don't know like what system that the game was made for. If the anime came out in 1995, then I'm assuming it was probably a PlayStation 1 game, but I could be wrong. Because I think the PlayStation came out in either 1994 or 1995, and the movie came out in 1997, and I know for at least it came out in 1995, the PS1. Most likely Sega Genesis. I would be very surprised if it was a Sega Genesis. I don't think that the game would be able to. I don't think that they'd be able to portray the game very well with a 16-bit console, but I could be wrong. Jason is 24. Also, Sky is 24. Are they a couple, Cynthia? Are they dating? Could you explain? Oh, we already know how to do it.
Good. Here you go. Remember to give me the widget once you've finished processing it.
I would not be surprised if the Ava games were on the Sega Saturn, because that was like the equivalent of a PS1, and they're both on disc. And they can do a whole lot on disc. I know this for a fact because Final Fantasy VII, my original favorite game of all time, came out on the PlayStation 1. It was such a large game, they had to break it up into 3 discs, but it was worth it. Now, Jackson is Cynthia's boyfriend. How does Sky feel about that? I feel like Sky deserves Jackson because she was already taken up for him. All right. Okay. I'm not really good at this. I'm gonna some guesses on the other moons. Blue moon, red moon, orange moon. Okay, hang on. I gotta concentrate on this. I don't fucking like it. Okay. Did I do it right? I did it. We got 43 seconds, boys. Okay. Yay, I did it. Let's go. I really hated that minigame when I first started because I didn't understand what to do. Let's see. Sky is happy for Jackson. Aw, that's good. Does Sky got a boyfriend?
Let me have a look. Not bad. Right, here's your credit coupons.
What do you mean not bad? It was made by the machine, so all of them should look identical. At least I assume they would. And even he said himself they look damn near identical. You finished your afternoon work and return to the dormitories.
Aw, looks like we won't get a chance to sleep in as long as we're here. Let's get to bed early.
Why is Sky single? She seems like a good person. I think very, very few people would be willing to go out of their way to stand up to bullies for somebody else. There are people out there like that. I know that for a fact. Happen to be one of them. But yeah, that's rare. That's kind of rare. That don't happen a lot.
Maybe we can make some progress in our investigation today.
How did Shinji plan on bringing back... Or no, how did Shinji's father plan on bringing back Shinji's mother? Like, he was trying to, like, I guess, double-cross the Sealy people. But I still don't understand how he was trying to bring back the mother. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Shinji's mother's soul got trapped inside of the Ava units. So was he trying to get the mother's soul out of the Ava unit back into a human body? Sky hates dating. I feel like that would be how most people feel that actually experience dating. Because I think for most people, it's kind of... I mean, it can be fun, but it can also be, like, stressful and frustrating and upsetting. by causing the third impact. If I'm not mistaken, the third impact was what turned everyone into the orange goo. Is that what he was trying to do? Isn't that the same thing that the Sealy wanted, though? Didn't they want to turn everyone into goo?
What do you have planned for us?
Ooh, hold up now. Oh, wait, we can only do one. Okay, complete the following objectives during your time in the Fortress of Marinade to advance the story. While working the morning shift, apply for continuous working shifts at Grainsville 0/1. Choose to go to the production zone in the morning and gather information. If he was the one who caused it, he would gain godlike powers and his soul would reunite with Yui. Yes, they wanted to unite all the souls, but Gendo wanted to reunite with his wife's soul specifically. Was he trying to bring her back into a human body, or was he trying to combine their souls together? Like, if they both got turned into goo, they would be, like, you know, one person, basically. Because I asked Google, like, when all the people got turned into the primordial soup, did they have free will? Like, could they make decisions? And Google said no, they didn't have free will because, like, it explained why they didn't have free will. It was complicated. I couldn't explain it real well, to be honest. She's already dead. So how is he gonna bring her back if she's already dead? Let's go work in the production zone.
Right, we just need to keep at it.
Oh, well, on the bright side, I should have enough to buy all the recipes, and hell, I could probably even buy some of the food.
Look who decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting.
No, not bring her back. He wants to reunite with her soul. Where is her soul? I'm assuming her soul was inside of the Ava. If possible, I'd like to apply for 3 continuous working days.
Oh? What's with suddenly wanting to work so hard? You need coupons that badly?
Why are you asking? It's none of your business, Grainsville. Yes, her soul is in the Eva. Did he plan on losing his physical body in order to bring back her soul?
Sure. Let's just say we really want to test our limits.
What, to investigate the hidden rules, you and Paimon start working despite fuck. Causing the third impact.
We did well today. Let's
Oh.
keep it up.
Yay, it didn't make me do the mini game again. Let's go. I don't want to do that shit again. Like, the only reason why I'm doing it is because I want to make sure I can buy all the recipes. That way I don't ever have to come back here ever again. Causing the third impact will allow him to reunite with it. Yes, you're correct. That's what the third impact is. You'll lose your physical body and all the souls will combine into one soul. No more loneliness and no more free will. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't sound very desirable to me. I could understand, like, being willing to do anything to bring back your dead lover. But, like, even now after I knew how it works, like with the primordial soup thing, I don't feel like that would be very desirable. It seems to me like life would lose all meaning in that way. Did the ancient race always plan on their future ancestors becoming like the primordial soup, one entity, like with like thousands or millions of souls? Like, was that what they wanted to have happen? I'm assuming that's what they wanted to have happen, because when they send out their little moon space pod thingies, they also sent out like instructions for like how they wanted stuff to be done. So I'm assuming that they wanted everyone to become soup. I could be wrong. Oh, thank God they're not making me do it again.
Paimon's had it. Who knew that processing these widgets would be so tiring.
Paimon, I have not seen you pick up or do a damn thing since we've been here. In fact, I've played this game over 600 hours and I've never seen you pick a single thing up. Me neither. That's also why Shinji rejected instrumentality, because he realized he genuinely wanted to live, and that's also why Asaka was alive too. That, I'm not sure, it's never explained. What can you tell me about the spear of Longivitus, or Longitis, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the spear that they sent with them? Cynthia says, yo! Oh no, she says, so yes, Sky is one of the strongest people in all of the school. She was in boxing at a young age and had all A's in every grade. Sounds like she must come from a good home. I'm guessing that's a two-parent household, if I didn't know any better. It's a red spear, pretty big and pretty strong. From what I asked Google, it's made it sound like every moon that got sent out from the ancient race, they all had a spear. And the spear was like some type of safeguard, but it didn't fully... I didn't quite understand everything about it, to be honest. I was also wondering where they got the second spear in the movie, because in the first spear got thrown into outer space.
Paimon doesn't even have the energy to talk anymore. Is it time to eat yet?
Like, at the time, I thought that when we saw the spear for the second time, they somehow got that spear from outer space from where they threw it originally, but I don't think that's actually what happened. I think the second spear that we saw was actually either Adam's or Lilith's, because, according to Google, every moon that got sent out had a spear of Longivitis, or whatever the hell it is. Also has the production, and it also has the instructions on how to combine every single soul into one soul. They were artificial. Nope. She's a one-person household. Her mother raised her until she died when she was 10 from cancer. That's very sad. Who did she live with after her mother died? So yeah, I couldn't find out why the ancient race of people was doomed. And I could not find out why they didn't build spaceships to try to survive in their physical bodies. And also, I don't think I ever found an answer of like how the ancient race was going to prevent the future races from like experiencing the same fate. Because, like, we don't know why the first race planet was doomed, but I would assume that when they send out their little space pods with their DNA in it, like, they were going to have some way to prevent what happening to the original race happening to the new race, I would assume. And it sounded like they did take some precautions, but I couldn't get, like, a full straight answer out of it. You finish your work and arrive at something.
Oh, Paimon's exhausted. It's just work, and more work. Paimon's little body can't handle this much longer.
I feel bad for Paimon right here because I've been in this exact situation. Yeah, it's never explained. The creator never explained it because he focused the characters on the themes of loneliness and depression. Do we know why they chose Shinji's classmate to be one of the Eva pilots?
Wait a sec. Now that Paimon thinks about it, haven't we been working non-stop for 3 days now? And now it's lunchtime.
You're just now realizing that?
Oh, Paimon feels a shiver going down her spine. What's going to happen? But it doesn't seem like anything's changed at all. And we made it to the coupon cafeteria safely.
That's true, we did.
Is so-called hidden rules only a rumor after all?
Don't get your hopes up. That would be quite the disappointment.
Well, there's no use to just guessing all day. Paimon's stomach has been grumbling the whole time. Let's just eat already.
Wait, so am I assuming that they put like his dead mom's soul into the Ava unit that he was using? Is that why? Did all the kids have dead moms that were piloting the Avas? Is that what the connection between them was? That's sad.
Paimon wonders what we'll get today. Maybe we'll get the super lucky meal.
I wonder if Shinji's friends, yeah, that's, except for Unit 0. Huh. I wonder how Shinji's friend would have responded if he found out that if his mother died, then he could become an Ava pilot. I don't think that he would have killed her just so that he could have done that, but, that would have been dark. Jackson, lore, continue.
Wait, what?
It's purple. Purple? What is that?
What in the world is this? What's with Paimon's food? And yours is the same.
I don't know, Paimon, but it's purple. Let's eat it. I bet it tastes like raspberries. She was already dead by the time he became an Eva pilot. Ah. There is no one... What if I do wonder? We never see Hikari's mom. So she's dead. That means she could have been the one chosen.
Is this stuff meat? But it looks and feels so bizarre. What kind of chef would make food like this?
It kind of looks like that meat that comes from the snakes that we were killing in the desert. They would drop like purple meat that I'd never seen before. What was Shinji's dad doing to Rei when, like, him and her were alone together? It wasn't really clear to me. I thought something inappropriate was happening, but then after watching it, I think that I was mistaken of what was actually happening. After Jackson became friends with Sky, everyone feared him, and all of the teachers start liking him. Sounds like it got better for Jackson. I'm happy for him. If you don't know who that is, she's the girl who was with Toji a lot. Also the class president, pretty sure. Oh, okay, but she came over and stayed the night at Shinji and Asaka's place that one time, and they were like eating dinner together, if I remember right. What a scene specifically were they alone together? I think it was a scene in the movie, like, at first it looked like his father was touching her chest, but then, like, his hand, like, went, like, into her body, and I wasn't really entirely sure what the hell was happening. I've never seen a welfare meal like this. There's something wrong with this meat. Not necessarily. We gotta eat some of it first.
What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was talking about?
Someone went missing before, and now our meals have this strange meat. Yeah, and also Asaka went to her. He's only at... yes, he's only at school. At home, it was still a shit show for him. That's relatable. There was a few times in my youth where I'd rather be at school than at home because at home was worse than at school. Which that was saying something because school, for the most part, was terrible for me. He actually was touching her chest. He was going to merge with her to cause the third impact. But Rei said, nah, bitch, I'm gonna do my own thing and cause the third impact herself. I see.
No, stop right there. Paimon gets what you mean, just don't say it.
Paimon, I think this purple meat is made of people.
Hey, isn't that Woolsey over there? He must have made the food, right? So let's just ask him about the food and be done with it.
Why is the meat purple?
Hey, Woolsey, have a moment?
What is it? I'm about to go report the numbers for today's free meal, so you'd better make it quick.
It's about the meat in our meals. Look, does it seem normal to you?
The meat? Oh, that. Looks perfectly fine to me. Totally normal. You better hurry up and shout out.
It's probably a rare octopus. Could be. I'm pretty sure I've had octopus. I've definitely had calamari, which is squid, and I highly recommend fried calamari. It's delicious.
How could this be fun? Hey, don't leave! You barely even looked at it! Hey!
I've had octopus before. Chewy, chewy and good. I'm pretty sure I've had it as well. I'd be surprised if I hadn't. I've tried a lot of different types of sushi. Looks like we have to investigate it ourselves. The plot thickens. I mean, unless the meat smelled like it was like, you know, spoiled or something, I'd still eat it.
Yeah, looks like we have no other choice. Paimon was positively famished a minute ago, but now she's lost her appetite.
Then you weren't really hungry in the first place, Paimon. The strange meat. The strange welfare meal received after violating the hidden rules of the production zone.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
I wouldn't eat that. That looks like it's either from George Washington himself. Cynthia says he got away, more abuse, and Jackson's sister started protecting Jackson after that, and got in trouble, but Jackson didn't want to help, since he can go to Sky's house. When Jackson's parents punished him, what were the punishments? Investigate the clues we discovered.
Yeah, Paimon felt like some of the people here were a little strange the moment she saw them.
They were, Paimon. Those people were weird as hell. Although I generally get along with people that are weird for the most part, to be honest. Alright. We're gonna buy the recipes if we can. Negative. According to the Fortress of whatever the hell, coupon cafeteria regulations, only one welfare meal per day can be claimed per person. Fine. I wasn't supposed to talk to you anyway. You! Give me the recipes! I'll buy them recipes right here and right now. Wait, why can't I buy them? Wait, hold on. I thought I collected... Wait. I thought I collected the resources to get them, did I not? Okay, chat, if we have any Genshin players watching the stream right now, I did a whole bunch of things for the coupons, but it's saying right now that I got 0 money to be able to buy the recipes. I'm confused. How do I get the currency to buy these recipes? Because I thought it was by getting the coupons, but apparently I was wrong. I remember seeing a video talking about Iceberg of Evangelion, and one fact that was there was a PSA about the sickness that transfers with Happy Fun Time, which the voice actors are the TGE, same of Asuka and Shinji. It sounds like you're talking about STIs, Red Runner, but I could be mistaken. Cynthia says, like he couldn't eat for a day or a week, depending on how bad the punishment is. I remember a time when I was about 12 or 13 years old. Me and my cousin went hiking in the woods at my grandma's place. My aunt's Pomeranian dog was following us into the woods. I naively thought that the dog could find its way back home because, like, I just thought that dogs could do that. Like, I figured if he followed us, then he could follow his way back to get back to the home. And we were hiking for probably 6 to 8 hours in the woods. Like, we went really, really deep out into the forest. Like, really, really deep. Like, hours upon hours out there. And eventually, when we came back home, my aunt's dog was nowhere to be found. And my aunt was raging mad at both me and my cousin because, in her perspective, we took her dog out to the woods and got him lost. And God knows if he's still even alive. Coyotes probably ate him, for all we know. So, like, we're getting yelled at and threatened. And she's like, you're going to go out there tomorrow and you're going to find that dog. And you're going to stay out there in the woods and look for the dog as long as it takes to find him. And also, you're not gonna get to eat any lunch or dinner tonight because the dog's out in the forest by himself and he doesn't get to eat any lunch or dinner tonight. So you're gonna suffer the same way you made my dog suffer. And I'll tell you what, after hiking for 8 hours, like I was probably the hungriest I'd ever been in my entire life up to that point, because we used like a shit ton of calories to do all this. And so like I waited until like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I snuck into the kitchen, and I found the cornbread that my grandma made. It was on the stove, and everyone was asleep, so no one was going to know that I was going to eat that cornbread. And so I started to eat the cornbread, and I immediately realized that my grandma burned it. Like, it was all burnt. All of it was burnt. It tasted horrible. But you know what? I ate every single piece of that burnt cornbread. It tasted like ass, but like I was fucking hungry. Like, super hungry. And then the next day, we got woken up at like 6 or 7 a.m. and my aunt sent us out back into the fucking woods to find the dog. And we're out there for another like I don't know, 8 to 10 hours looking. And eventually I got to the point where like I was over it, fuck it. And like I started walking towards the main road, and I found a main road. And I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, we're not going to find that dog. I felt bad for the dog because I didn't know that the dog would get lost. Like, I really thought it could find its way home. Maybe it was because I watched this movie when I was a kid called Homeward Bound, and like the dogs found their way home even though they were like miles away from where they were supposed to be. I don't know. I had the impression that dogs could always find their way home. Apparently I was wrong, and I paid a hefty price for it. Eventually they found the dog, but it was like 2 or 3 weeks later. All right, we got lots of comments. Hang on. Let me see. Zindy says, you might need to finish Archon Quest first since... You shut the fuck up, I'm talking. What was I saying? Hang on. You might need to finish the Archon Quest first since the coupons are used in the quest. Red Runner says, it was a AIDS PSA, but it wasn't aired because Sasuke and Shinji's voice actors did a little too well on their voice acting, and it sounded so real they didn't air it. Oh wow. I'm assuming that they were like recorded like making romantic sounds. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like you're saying. And the ad actually had a mirror saying one of them is actually killing the other without even knowing. And then at the end, Asuka's voice actor says, that was to die for. Oh, wow, that's really inappropriate. Wow. Okay, never mind. The credit coupons used for the shop are different from the credit coupons earned on the Archon Quest. The shop credit coupons are found in chests and world quests. Charles says, what's up? What happened? Welcome, Charles. You okay? I hate your aunt now. Well, at least they found the dog. Yes, you're correct. In my aunt's defense, I understood how she felt. I would have felt the same way. I don't think that she realized, she either didn't realize or she did not care that, like, we didn't take the dog into the forest to abandon it. I thought that the dog could find its way home. I really, really did. If I thought that the dog was going to get lost in the forest, I would have made sure he didn't. I just had a misunderstanding of what the dog was capable of. Like, in my mind, until that happened, the dog could, like, smell its way back home. It could follow its, like, footprints or something. Like, I really believed it could find its way home. But yeah, that cornbread was the most burnt that I've ever eaten, and I ate all of it. And that's to tell you how hungry I was. It was lost media for a while, but Asuka's voice actor was asked about it, and she was like, oh yeah, I recorded that. Here's the actual audio. And so it was found.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Oh, hello. You two are the ones who were with His Grace.
You're the first person to not sound like an asshole, Mr. Fitzroy. I'll be your friend.
No need to be so nervous.
Sorry. I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you, and I...
Are you scared of him?
Well, it's hard to say. Maybe I am. He's got a very overwhelming presence. It makes me feel like I'm just some insignificant little bug.
I mean, I don't understand why you feel that way unless you've seen him mistreat somebody. But anyways, Jackson got punished for an entire 3 weeks, aka a month, without food, and he snuck. And they snuck out to Sky's house, and Ite there for 3 months. Okay, I'm assuming you meant to say eat there. I think that parents could probably get away with, like, not feeding the kid, like, 1 day as a punishment, maybe. But I'm 90% sure that if they went, like, even, like, 3 days, or hell, a week, if you got child services, Child Protective Services, CPS, involved, I'm pretty sure that those kids would be taken from the parents and put in foster care. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am, and I bet money that I'm correct. Also, I would be very wary of doing that depending on the how old the kids are. You might be able to get away with doing something like that if they're real young, but after a certain age, it could become dangerous for them. The parents, I mean. Let's see. Also, there's a game where you play as Mr. Kaji and you take care of an angel like a Tamagotchi. That sounds interesting. There's also a version for Shinji and also Rei. Stay. And there's even a dating sim which apparently has new characters which appear in later unrelated games. No, not a week. I meant to say eat. Jackson was 6 at the time that happens. Okay, yeah, the parents could definitely get away with it then. I might be unique when it comes to this, but if someone was depriving me of food continuously after I reached a certain age, I would eventually have a mental breakdown and snap over something like that.
Wait, seriously?
It's something that's always kind of fascinated me, because like when I was younger watching cartoons, the way they would portray kids getting bullied at school would be like a bully would come up to some kid and like demand that the kid give him his lunch money, and so like the bully would steal the kid's lunch money and the kid wouldn't get to eat. Like I had a really hard time thinking that was a thing, because like I would resort to extreme violence pretty quick if someone's keeping me from my food. Like, that would escalate into, I'm trying to think of a way to say it where it doesn't sound as dark as it would be. I can't really think of a way. I can't really imagine it happening because it would end in extreme violence.
Well, I'm always indecisive, and I tend to make a mess of things. It's like a reflex. I just instantly start to tense up the moment I see a smart and capable person like His Grace.
That's about right, Charles. I don't know if I'm unique in that sense. I would like to think that the majority of people would respond the way that I would in a situation like that, but maybe not. Maybe I'm the only type of person that would be willing to go to extremes in a situation like that. I don't like being hungry. In fact, my anger is like linked to it. I didn't really find that out until I was an adult, though, to be honest. Jackson was 6 at the time. They were all Japan exclusives. I need these Evangelion games. You might be able to find them online through Mods Redrunner. And maybe you could even find them translated, too. Until then, the parents found out that and took him back and made sure to feed him so he doesn't run away anytime soon. I'm glad they started feeding him. I saw an episode of an anime known as Magical Girl Sites. What is that? So the MC is depressed shy girl who has no friends and gets bullied every single day and also gets beaten up by her brother. And every night, her parents do nothing. That is terribly sad. Someone should help that poor girl.
What? Please, don't say anything like that out loud. How could you possibly think something like that?
I always stuck up for other kids at school when I saw other kids getting bullied. All right. Walk around and look for clues. I guess they want us to go up there, but the little yellow line wants us to go here. So we're gonna follow the yellow line because if I just think that'll be easier. But yeah, that's how bullying was portrayed in cartoons when I was a kid. They would come up to you and threaten to beat you up if you didn't give them their lunch money. And I'm assuming, like, I'm assuming that must have happened to at least some of the animators, like, as they were growing up. Like, I don't know if it was, like, an isolated incident, like, you know, like, one animator had it happen and just caught on, or if it was, like, a regular thing. But it blows my mind because, like, if you think you're gonna take my food away from me and get away with it, I'm like, nah, that ain't happening. I don't have to be bigger or stronger or more, like, fierce than the bully. I just gotta be able to sneak up on them. And then she meets some cats. And she loves these cats. And then her bullies find out the bullies kill the cats, leaving her horrified. And then she finds a site known as magical...
Except we call that light.
Shut up. .com, and she gets a wand. And she uses it on the bullies, and the bullies disappear. And then he appears in front of a train, dead, like he offed himself. It's kind of hard to sympathize anyone that hurt the animals. Like, I really wouldn't care what happened to them, to be honest with you. I kind of despise people that hurt animals. Cynthia says, when Jackson turned 10, he got grounded and got punched hard that he passed out for 5 hours. Who punched Jackson? Alright, where are we going? Alright, we're going over yonder. And if you guys see a chest out in the middle of nowhere, let me know. Because... apparently, according to Zindi, that's how I'm going to be able to get those recipes, is from chests or something. But I've already found like 2 or 3 chests since I've been here, and I still don't even have any of the currency to get those recipes, so I'm confused. I guess I might have to come back out here again at some point in the future. I don't really like this place, to be honest. It's kind of like gloomy and depressing. Rowan, I remember you. I liked you at first, but then you were an ass.
Huh? Rowan? What are you doing here, Chief?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major, I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Also, he kind of looks like one of my old managers, except my old manager was like morbidly obese. But he had the same facial features, like the glasses, the hair, the beard. It looks just like him, except, you know, this guy's actually, like, not diabetic looking. And she's terrified because she doesn't know if it was a coincidence or if she actually killed him. And that's it for the episode. The episode ends with her being confronted by the rest of the bullies. I want to hope that she used that wand again and got back at all of them. I have no sympathy for people that hurt animals. That MC inspired one of the original characters. Cynthia says, points at the mom that happens because Jackson was playing with one of his sister's balls. I think it's specifically from Common Chest. Okay, I see.
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the Chief would still get hurt on the job.
Paimon, anyone can get hurt on the job. I got injured on the job, like, several times. I broke some ribs once, and that was one of the most painful experiences I've ever had. I would, like, it was horrible.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing. Where is Siegewein when you need her anyway? The one time I need to make a quick trip to the infirmary.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the infirmary?
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Siegewein gets off to.
Okay. So, this isn't just a coincidence, but she's always absent during lunch.
really strange. Cedrine's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
I have no idea. Hopefully that never happens to me. The worst I've gotten hurt is I slipped and fell on my ass and I scraped my elbow. I hope that you don't ever get hurt either, Red Runner. It's not fun. Yeah, Fortress of Meropide has really interesting quests. Recently stored quest is one of the best, but this particular section is an AQ quest. It's just long.
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like this on my own anyway. No need to trouble her.
After that, he hated his sister so much that he would start hitting her and avoid her. How old was he when this happened, and how old was his sister when this happened? The empty infirmary. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sigwy be doing during that time? Am I correct in assuming that if I unlock the character Sigwini, that she is going to be a healer on my team? Surely she must be a healer because she works in an infirmary. It would not make sense for her to be anything other than a healer, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They were both 10. They are twins. Well, that is sad. I feel bad for them. Not much else, and not the best healer. She is a healer. I thought so. I honestly don't really care too much for her character aesthetic, so I don't really have an interest in her whatsoever, to be honest. I do want to build a team of the little girls at some points, but she's not going to be one of them that's on the team, probably. You'll be better off with Zeolin. If I remember correctly, that is the leopard lady that has rollerblades. I was surprised that she fights with a sword and is a healer. God damn it, did I go the wrong way? Yep. Okay, I guess we're gonna follow this. I'm not even sure. Like, I may end up pulling for, Columbina, I think her name is. If I remember correctly, she is a support of some kind. Could I use Columbina with Varka? Because if I could, then that would justify me pulling her. And I also heard that they're going to do a re-release for Varka's banner in the near future. And as of right now, as far as I know, Varka is my favorite male character in the game. Welcome to the Fortress of Millipede. I remember getting dizzy. Columbina is a support for lunar reactions. I don't know who does lunar reactions. I assume that she would pair well with Varka, but I could be wrong. With Varka, I think. Oh, well, I was wrong. When Jackson was 16, he got tired and experimented on her, turning her into a butterfly. The policewoman shooted him, killing him. That is sad. The police killed him because he turned his sister into a butterfly. How do they know that he turned his sister into a butterfly? Did they see it happen? And also, why did they have to kill him? Varka is used in Hexerai and used with Pyro support for higher DPS. So, like Bennett, maybe, or maybe also Nicole, maybe. I don't know. I like Varka. I like his burst animation. It's intense. It was illegal to do that. You could pair Varka with Mavika. Oh, I can? I didn't know that. That's awesome. She's a good support, but his best supports are Nicole and Durin. it was illegal to do that, you would want Durin and Nicole for Varka. Yes, Bennett is great for him. I didn't know that I could pair Mawika with Varka. That's actually good to know. I'd have two favorite characters together.
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn credit coupons all the time, but it seems like you haven't neglected your investigation work after all.
That's right. We've been doing everything we're supposed to, Lynette, and anyone that says otherwise is clearly lying.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time. Have you also been investigating the area, Lynette?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me.
You were slacking off. How could you? How's Lenny holding up?
My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
What is it? What are you giving us?
Credit coupons? Why are you giving us these?
Yeah, why are you?
I've been here longer than you, so credit coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply. What is in short supply are interesting people to talk with.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. We'll be sure to make good use of these coupons then. Thanks a bunch!
We're gonna eat extra food. Damn, we got 400 used to be during the investigation. Actually, let me take a look at something real quick. Ooh, we got 5. Okay, rock on. We got this one. We got that one. Is that all of them? I think it might be all of them. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, it was all of them. How close are we to a wish? Damn it! Oh, no. Hold on. We do got one wish. We can do one wish, but I will do that before I end the stream. Jackson went to hell. Meeting Cynthia, he fell in love with Cynthia. Lilith revived him. Wait, is Cynthia Lilith, is that her full name, or are we talking about two different people? I'm confused. Is Cynthia's last name Lilith? Okay, let me see. Oh wow, I didn't realize this was this far underground. Holy shit. That's crazy. This has got the most deepest places underground that I've ever seen. And looky there, boys and girls, I almost have 200 resin. It looks like I only got an hour left. Lilith is Cynthia's mom. How did you come up with the name Lilith? I'm familiar with that name from like a religious context. I'm curious to why you chose it. Okay, I guess they want us to go down there. Look for the objective in the... Oh wait, no, they don't. They want me to look. They want me to look for something. Okay, we're gonna look over here. Then I guess right there. Actually, that's where they want us to go.
Hey, look! There's something here!
It's a book.
Looks like a research notebook.
Let's read it.
That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Is he a fan of Seedream?
He might be. I don't know.
He must have dropped this. Let Paimon read it real quick.
You can't read, Paimon.
Perceive the world very differently from humans. There are significant deviations. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is also very different from that of humans. This must be taken into consideration when giving gifts. Ooh, this all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework.
You won't... Wait. Won't he object to us looking through his notes? We should thank him for the intel. Who cares if he objects?
And as for the notebook, let's take it.
Yeah, Paimon. We've been stealing stuff for so long, we just can't stop now. Research about character... I'm not reading all that. I wanted to take that Lilith and Adam.
Exploration and
So, I could be mistaken, but it sounds like you're aware of the religious context that both of those names are from, and you're wanting to willingly incorporate them into your story. I am actually pretty fascinated about that, Cynthia. I wouldn't think that someone your age would be willing to do that. So I am surprised and fascinated, and I think it's very interesting that you're doing that. I just watched an anime like a couple days ago called Evangelion, and it's got a whole lot of like religious references. I didn't really realize all of them at first, but like as I watched the anime more and more, like I caught on. I like studying different religions, especially the like the three really like big ones: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So I find that type of stuff fascinating. I remember the religious reference in the Evangelion, but the creator only did it because he thought it looked cool. I wonder what my aunt would have thought about Evangelion if she watched it with me. She was super, super religious. In fact, she was probably one of the most religious people I've ever known in my entire life. I am pretty sure that she probably would have had a problem with me watching it because of all the religious undertones in it. The lift will reach the floor shortly. And it doesn't look like we can go up any higher. I don't think so anyways. I was taking some religious knowledge, being Xenia is a Christian. Who is Xenia? That's what I want to know. Just don't let her find out about high school DxD. Honestly, I think that she would probably be more okay with that unless it's got a whole bunch of religious undertones as well. I remember I was watching like some show on Cartoon Network with both my aunt and my grandmother this one time, and like they made some joke that like basically was like mocking religion, and my aunt lost her mind over it. Like she can't hear any type of jokes that like make fun of her religion in any way. It's about devils. They're portrayed as the good here, and Lucifer is portrayed as a chill, laid-back guy. I watched this one anime called The Devil is a Part-Timer. It's about the devil becoming, like, he comes into the human world for some reason. I can't remember the specifics. But he ends up, like, getting a job at a burger restaurant, and he lives a normal life. I think there's, like, 2 seasons of it. The first season was really good. But I think I remember it getting worse as it went on. But the first season I would recommend, and I liked it. She is the girl with the white horns up and down, with the white tail, and white stars on her hands, or head. I probably shouldn't have watched it since I'm also religious, but I separate what I wanted with my beliefs. I'm glad that you're able to do that. Even if I was extremely religious, I would not have a problem watching anything that's like trying to be funny about it. Like I'm not. When it comes to comedy, it's kind of hard to offend me. Every now and then, I'll see some jokes that like are somewhat offensive to me, but not to the point where I don't think that there should be like not allowed to make those jokes. I think like when it comes to jokes and like comedians, like they should be able to say whatever they want, and if I don't like the jokes they tell, then I won't listen to them, but I'm not going to try to keep them from telling their jokes because some people will like those jokes, and I'm not the arbiter or the dictator of what we get to listen to that's funny and what's not funny. But in general, I would say that I'm pretty hard to offend when it comes to jokes in general. I can only think of a few jokes off the top of my head that I really thought were distasteful. And even those jokes, even though I didn't like them, I didn't like think that they shouldn't have been able to tell the jokes. I just didn't really want to hear them because I thought that they were extremely disrespectful. For example, I remember it was around 2008 or 2009. South Park did an episode about President Obama, and like President Obama's grandmother had died, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days before the South Park episode came out. And in the South Park episode, they basically made fun of Obama's grandmother that just died, acting like it was like some huge cover-up to help him get elected to be president. And like I really didn't like it because like I was really close with my grandmother, and to think like some TV show is gonna like make fun of his grandmother after she just died within a couple days, like I found it offensive and I didn't like it. It was very distasteful. But that being said, I still think they should have been allowed to tell the joke, and if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Another situation that was similar to that is I don't know, you guys might know of this person, or you may not. You might be too young to know about him, but there used to be this guy named Steve Irwin, and he was known as the Crocodile Hunter. And he ended up dying because, if I'm not mistaken, he got stung by a stingray in the heart. And South Park did a episode with him in it a few days after he died, and they made like an animated version of Steve Irwin like showing up to some party, and at the party he has a stingray like stinging him through the chest. And like just in general, I feel like that joke would be distasteful. But what really bothered me about it more so is the fact that they made this joke within like days of him dying, if I remember correctly. So like I could only imagine if his family, like his kids or his wife, like saw that episode, like I feel like it would hurt them. And so I didn't like it. But even so, I still believe that they should have been allowed to tell the joke. I wouldn't tell that joke. I think they should be allowed to tell that joke. I just wouldn't do it personally. We got a lot of comments. Give me a second. I watch Has Been Hotel, so I took some stuff I knew about it for Cynthia lore. Okay, nice. I like Has Been Hotel, or at least the first episode I saw of it. Yes, I separate my beliefs with the content I watch, but I'll never do jokes in religion. I remember seeing a video called Nasuki versus Ben Shapiro, where the creator had a warning in the beginning that he mocked and talked about this figure, so he got assassinated at September 10th.
Where do we come from?
Back to Jackson lore. He fell in love with Cynthia and they started dating. Steve Irwin! My parents and brother know him. Sky approve of it. And that's the end of Jackson lore. Any questions? So Jackson died, correct? He died when he was 16. Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah, I was fascinated by Steve Irwin because, like, at the time, one of my dream jobs would be doing, like, what he was actually doing. Because, like, when I was younger, like, I would go and catch animals, like, whenever I was at my grandma's farm. Like, I caught more snakes, turtles, toads, lizards, frogs. I even caught a bat once. And, like, I was kind of fearless when it came to handling animals. Like, I was the only one in my family that, like, most of my family was all afraid of them, but for some reason I wasn't. Like, I caught even, like, poisonous snakes. And, like, everyone else was terrified of them, but I was not. So, I could definitely see, like, if I could go around the world capturing animals and showing them off like Steve Irwin did, that would be one of my dream jobs. I would do that shit for free. But so if you're telling me I would get paid to do it and I get to be on TV, like, that would be awesome.
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, so now you remember our names.
No need to tease me, okay? I won't trip on the same step twice. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me in front of His Grace. Here are the extra credit coupons he gave me. I'd like you to have them.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
No, we couldn't take them. They're your reward after all.
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do anything but give you the stink eye.
That's true, you did.
Come on, I insist. These coupons are nothing compared to getting the attention of His Grace. I won't take no for an answer.
Also, I want to say something. What do you want to say, Cynthia? Looking back on it, I was very lucky that I never got bit by poisonous snakes. I am definitely bi. I see. I am curious, how and when did you come to this conclusion? I will still keep it out there, but I might not be bi. Wait, I'm confused, hang on. I am definitely bi. I will still keep it out there, but I might not be bi. Okay, I am confused because the first thing you said and then the second thing you said contradicted the first thing you said, so I'm confused.
Siegewing? Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? What are you doing in the production zone? Hello, Traveler. Paimon?
Hello.
Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. Enjoy? What's there to enjoy here? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and observe everyone. Humans are just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work.
What I mean, I think I am bi, but I might not be bi. Okay, I see. I know that some people are still prejudiced towards people in the LGBTQ community. I'm not like that. I welcome everybody here. As long as you're kind to others and you're respectful to people different from you, you're welcome here. I don't really have an issue with any of that sort of thing. I don't care what race you are, what religion, what country, what nationality. None of that is really relevant to me. It's just how you treat people. Can you be kind to people? Can you respect people that are different from you? If yes, then you're welcome here.
Are you talking about pets or people?
I'm sure you'll figure it out for sure as you get older. Do you also happen to be a veterinarian as well as a head nurse?
Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions.
When I was a little kid, one of the first jobs I wanted to become whenever I grew up was a veterinarian. I wanted to help save animals.
See, we Melazines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is one look, and I can tell which workers are exhausted.
I did not realize that... okay, so this is the first time in Genshin lore that I've ever heard them mention, like, there's different species of humanoid people. I was wondering why I see some cat people from time to time. That, like, they seem like they're half animals and stuff. I wasn't sure what was really going on there.
Wait, Melazines can see that? Huh. That does sound useful for being a nurse.
Wait, so am I correct in assuming that Melanesans are what her people's species / race is called? So I'm assuming that there's going to be other people that look just like this character here, or at least similar.
Yes, running around tending to everyone's health is very fulfilling. But I'd much prefer it if you're all happy and free from exhaustion and pain in the first place.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not a psychopath, Miss Sigui. Yep, Minnie.
Take care of your body, and make sure you eat well. Always rest when you're tired from work, and don't push yourself too hard.
I mean, that all sounds good, but I don't know if that's necessary. Yeah, I don't know about all that. It sounds good. What was in the purple meat they were serving in the cafeteria, Sigwinny? It didn't look like it was very tasty. I mean, I would probably still eat it as long as it didn't smell bad.
We'll definitely take care of ourselves. Thanks for the reminder.
I love trying new foods. I know that some people, like, if they're gonna try a new food, they gotta know what's in the food before they try it. I am not like that. I don't have to know a damn thing about what's in it. I'll just try it. There are a few things that I really like. I would not want to eat, mainly because principle. But other than that, I'm pretty game for everything. Okay, it says, we often see Miss Sigwinny observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Chat, I got a question. Is Sigwinny a child, or is she an adult that's just, like, really, really short and small? Like, how old are we guessing Sigwinny is? Because I thought that she was a child, but the fact that she's a nurse, that doesn't make sense. So I'm assuming that she is an adult in a small body, but I could be wrong, I don't know. Cynthia, I have a question for you. How do you think that your parents would feel about if you told them what you just said a moment ago? Would they be supportive of you? Would they be angry at you? Would it be like, would it make no difference whatsoever? I'm curious. Red Runner says, would you eat a cockroach taco made of crunched cockroaches and meats? The people serving it to you don't tell you it has cockroach. She is very old. It's just small. I see. Cockroaches sound nasty. I will tell you this. There is a point of hunger where you'll get to the point where you would be like willing to eat those taco cockroaches happily, and hopefully I truly hope, Red Runner, that you never ever experience that level of hunger in your entire life. But like there is a point where you can get hungry where you're gonna eat damn near like anything and everything if it's gonna like keep you from feeling that hunger pain and also surviving. I went to the fair and I tried a pizza with cricket, scorpion, and mealworm on top. It was $15 a slice. To be honest with you, I could barely taste the bugs on the pizza. I would not order it again, and not because it tasted nasty, but because it was expensive and I could barely taste the bugs anyway. But to answer your question, if I was starving, yes. If it was just offered to me, like willy-nilly, it would depend, like, if it was a delicacy, like, if people eat it and it's good and it's not gonna make me sick, then probably. But I don't like the thought of eating bugs in general. I have eaten some, like I said, with the pizza, but I could barely taste them anyway. Hopefully not the worst that's happened is when there's no food, I'll eat salt tacos. I want to try scorpions. I've eaten scorpion. I could barely taste it, to be honest with you. And not only that, but like, if you fed me the scorpion and the crickets or the mealworm, I probably couldn't tell the difference at all between the scorpion and the cricket, because like they were both crunchy and yeah, like blindfolded I wouldn't be able to tell you a difference. I think the mealworm like had a different like texture when I was eating it, so I could probably tell that apart. But honestly, if you ever go to the fair and they're serving that, I don't recommend it. It's like you can barely even taste it anyway. What you should get at the fair, if you go to the fair, is if they have fried Twinkies, get that. If they have fried Snickers bars, get that. If they have fried Oreos, Get that. Basically, if they have any dessert and it's deep fried, get that. I also, at the fair, I got a donut burger. And honestly, I thought it was probably not going to taste that great because, like, having a glazed donut as the bun for the burger sounded, like, really weird to me. I'm not a huge fan of mixing salty stuff with sweet stuff most of the time. But that burger was delicious. I highly recommend it. I would definitely buy it again. It was very good. Let me see. It's because these guys went to a fancy convention with a bunch of food critics, and these YouTubers served cockroach tacos and didn't tell them. They said they were delicious. I'd try it, but I don't want to get a heart attack. There's also deep fried butter. I have not tried deep fried butter. I probably would, though. I'm assuming that the YouTubers freaked out when they found out that the cockroaches were in the tacos. I think your average person would freak the fuck out about that. I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people would. I hope to God that I'm almost done with being inside of this prison. I don't like it. It's all gloomy and shit. No, the YouTubers were the ones who made the tacos. Oh, okay. Did the people freak out and get mad when they found out they were eating roaches? I bet they did.
Oh, you want to stop investigating and go rest?
Yes. It's time for rest, Paimon. We've done everything we can. Also, look how big that bed is compared to Lumine. It looks like you could fit 3 people comfortably in that bed. I forgot.
Okay, you should rest up. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
You mean I'll be back at it tomorrow? I don't think I've seen you pick up a single thing the entire time we've been here, Paimon. Except the food. All I see you lift is a spoon and a fork.
So after working a few days straight, we got some strange meat in our lunch. What was that all about?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make us sick so we stop working as much, but that don't make sense either.
Has our investigation turned up anything useful recently?
I think I've got something, but unfortunately it's not related to child.
Really? Then it looks like that part of the investigation has hit a dead end. Well, we'll keep searching for more clues tomorrow. Good night, Traveler.
I am curious, chat. What is everybody's favorite food? You only get to pick one. What are you going to get?
Maybe we can make some progress in our investigation today.
Maybe we can.
What do you have planned for us?
Honestly, it looks like choose to go to the park racing ring in the afternoon and gather information. That's the only option that we have, so that's what we're going to do. What do you have planned for us? Let's go work in the production zone. Let's spend some coupons and skip work today. Minus 400. Quesadillas. I don't think there are any more clues to be found here. Perhaps we should work at the production zone more often to see if we can discover anything unexpected. Let's go. Why even give me the option of going... goodness.
After working here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. How are you holding up?
I'm going crazy. I posted a short. How long did it take you to make the short? Let's see if there's any really easy work.
Yeah, it's good to kick back and relax once in a while.
Isn't that what you do every day, Paimon? You apply with Grainville to do some simpler processing tasks and get some credit coupons without something. You finish your morning work and arrive at the coupon cafeteria.
Oh, just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up.
That's a huge-ass bottle, Paimon. That bottle's almost as big as you are. I don't think you should handle that. Not long I got distracted, so it took some hours. Oh, so you must have left and not heard my question earlier. Red Runner says, I just found out a few minutes ago that the girl I have a crush on likely has a boyfriend. While I'm disappointed, I'll just hope she's happy and we'll still be friends. Is this the same girl that you went to the pool party with? How'd you find out she has a boyfriend?
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Can you get the link? Sure. Go to a channel. I'm assuming it's the newest one that you're wanting. Alright. Here is Cynthia's newest short. Yes, and I found out because she posted in her story a picture of some guy and hearts and a love song. I see. Well, I'm glad that you're taking it well. I understand that sometimes finding out news that your crush is like dating someone can be devastating. But on the bright side, I would be very surprised if any relationship that she ends up in will last for very long at her age. I could be wrong, but I am so confident that they won't last long I'd be willing to bet money, and I don't really bet money often. What would you like to do this afternoon? You're welcome, Cynthia. I'm glad I could help you out. Let's go to the Parkon Ring.
Knowing child, he must have been there all the time.
Have you heard from Russell Knox? He was talking earlier in the Discord, but that was before you told me about what happened with him. I was hoping that he would show up to one of the streams so I could ask him some questions directly. Last one lasted a month or two. Yeah, that sounds about right, Red Runner. I honestly can't remember how long my first girlfriend's relationship lasted when I was in high school. Honestly, I would be surprised if it lasted more than a month or two. What happened about Russell? Cynthia, I'll let you tell Red Runner because I don't want to missay it. Alright, we're going to see if I can buy anything yet. Okay, so we still have 0 currency, which is frustrating to be honest. On the bright side, I started using my other controller that was broken, and it seems to be that the stick drift on my other controller is working better than the previous one, which is good because I was starting to like lose my mind when I was trying to click on things with my other controller. It was pissing me off. About the fortune slips. We ask everyone to help write the fortune. Sometimes we need a little pep talk and blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Cynthia says, Russell, send me a hate comment because I accidentally ruined Nox's vibe, making like almost everyone hate me. What did he write? Yeah, I am curious to what he specifically wrote. And in the future, like this should not happen again in the future. But if it ever does happen again in the future, I don't want you to delete it. I want you to leave it as is so I can see it for myself. I am disappointed and sad if Russell actually did that. At the same time, I imagine if he did do that, he did it because he understood that I was really, really hurt that day by what happens. He's been a dedicated subscriber now for over a year, and he's probably only seen me be that depressed maybe like once or twice out of the entire year that he's been a subscriber. So he knew that I was really, really upset about what had happened. Alright. I think I'm going the right way. I wonder how much longer I'm gonna have to be in this prison. And how is Fiorina gonna redeem herself? I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I would like to like Fiorina. I mean, she has a top hat, and I love top hats. So much, in fact, that my mascot has one. If I was a girl, I would definitely consider cosplaying as Fiorina. I like hats, especially top hats. Oh, I got a question. Hang on. 1 second. Okay, so to any of the Genshin viewers that we have right now, if you were gonna cosplay as only one character from Genshin, what character would it be? As for me, it would either be... I could see myself doing Varka. I could see myself doing Iluga. I could see myself doing Kanish. And maybe gaming, but I'm not entirely sure, but maybe. Also, I would maybe consider doing Lene, and the only reason is because I would get to wear a cool top hat. But honestly, the way his pants and like the way his legs look, to me, it kind of looks like some type of lingerie women would wear, and I would be embarrassed to be seen outside wearing that, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, no, probably not. Maybe Kadira Kazuya. I mean, maybe. Oh! I know. Albedo. I like Albedo's outfits. I would consider cosplaying as him. Alright, hang on. Yeah, at least Genshin Impact has a lot more male characters to choose from than Withering Waves. But to be fair, Withering Waves has only been out for like 2 years, and Genshin's been out like 6, so of course they're gonna have more characters.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but I was given very specific instructions.
What if we give you some of the whatchamacallits? We'll give you the little coupons or whatever. Or if you don't want to accept the coupons, then we'll threaten you with violence.
Even convicts value their lives, don't they? I hope you can understand. But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process. What do you think? Interested?
We wanted to beat people up, but sure, we'll play the game.
And if we lose the game, will it cost us credit coupons?
Of course. That's the cruel reality facing every competitor in a place like the Pancration Ring.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Hey, great. Let me walk you through the rules.
Oh god, I'm scared.
The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistakes, then you'll win credit coupons.
Yay!
The second you mess up the order, you lose. Game over.
No!
The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, you up for it?
I'm up for it. Here's my money.
Thanks for your patronage, mate. Now, let the game begin.
I'll probably screw this up. The target will come up in order. When targeting lights turn blue, You must attack the targets in the order in which they came up. Successfully following the order 4 times will complete the challenge. Conversely, attacking the wrong order a certain number of times will cause you to fail. Manually interrupting the challenge or leaving the challenge area will also cause you to fail. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Let's go. Give me my money.
Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Now I get why you're prohibited from participating in any official fights.
That's right, we are pretty great. I'm glad you recognize us.
Nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you.
You flatter me. Can't know for sure if you don't let me have a go.
However, you two haven't tried betting on the outcome of a pancration match yet, have you?
Nope, not yet.
Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win. There's a big payout if the fighter you support comes out on top.
Ooh, gambling, let's go.
We don't know anything about the fighters. How can we possibly know who to support?
Yeah, how can we know?
That's normal. Just watch a few matches and get a feel for the fighters. It won't be long before you can pick winners in your sleep.
I suppose.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try? If we have enough coupons, we could probably bet at random until we figure everything out.
Okay.
Bet at random, huh? Well, how should I put it? It's not like you can't do that, but I'd advise you to give it some more thought first.
You wouldn't want to get carried away. Why didn't he say that part? He didn't say that part. That's kind of weird.
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away. What's the problem?
Could it be that ... There's some sort of rule here.
What?
Why do you people all get, like, flustered whenever someone talks about rules? It's kind of creepy.
Never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? You're not just strong fighters. Seems you're pretty perceptive, too.
Just a guess, that's all. The hidden rules, that's what they're called, right?
Might as well tell you about it, since
that's right,
you
tell
know
us.
That much.
Tell
Plus, I think you've got the potential to be one of my greatest customers. I think I can let you in a bid.
Yes, tell us.
Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing a customer like you.
Is it that serious?
Okay. The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets and support them both, something bad will happen the next morning.
Uh-oh.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, wouldn't they be guaranteed to lose coupons? Who would do that anyway? And what do you mean by something bad will happen?
They'll give us more purple meat, Paimon.
How would I know? Not like I'm stupid enough to do that. But I've heard a story about the rule. According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance against him. However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died, or that he was taken care of by the event's organizers. But everyone remembers that he was someone who cherished honor above all else. In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition itself.
Okay.
So you mean it's like a curse? He'll take vengeance on anyone who does that?
Do you know anything about him? Have you seen what he really looks like?
No, he was always wearing a mask, like he was intentionally trying to hide his identity. I don't even know anything about his past.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was...
Thank you. So, thank you very much for the information. We'll give it a try.
Huh? We will?
That's right, we will.
You're not serious, are you?
We're very serious. In fact, we're super serious.
Look, here I was just trying to be nice and warn you, yet here you are trying to break it on purpose?
That's right. Fuck your rules.
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
Paimon, you're scared of your own shadow. Shut up. Sounds like a good lead to me. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Seems you've made up your mind. Just be sure to protect Paimon, okay?
I always do.
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough, then go ahead and give it a try. Just don't come running back to me if something happens.
Don't worry, we won't. You leave the parking ring and return to the dormitory.
We woke up so early today that Paimon's been nodding off all afternoon. Good thing it's finally time for bed.
Yes. Are we gonna have more dreams about Child, maybe? Nope.
Maybe we can make some progress in our investigation today.
Hopefully.
What do you have planned for us?
I don't really think it matters what I have planned, Paimon. They're gonna make us do what they want us to do. Go to the Parkon ring after earning 3,000 credit coupons. I have 4,100, so that means if I do a little bit of math, we'll have 1,100 coupons remaining after we place our bets on both fighters. Let's spend some coupons and skip work today. I don't think there are any more clues to be found. Perhaps we should work at the production zone often, see if we can discover unexpected blah blah blah. Let's go to work.
After working here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah, you said that last time too, Paimon, and every time you repeat yourself, an angel dies.
But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. How are you holding up?
I'm going insane, Paimon. Every time I look at you, I have the urge to stab you. But to be fair, it's always been that way, even before we came. Let's see. There's really any easy work.
Yeah, it's good to kick back and relax once in a while.
You apply to Grainville, do some simpler processing tasks, and get some credits without fuck. You finish your morning work and arrive at the coupon cafeteria. At least they're not making me do the same, like the whole little minigame again.
What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting. Oh, Paimon misses your cooking now.
Wait. Yeah, I'm liking this quest better, even if it's like kind of similar to the Groundhog Day one. I didn't like the Groundhog Day one because I felt like the devs were lazy when they were writing it. They could have made it more interesting with the same theme, but they just kept on reusing the same dialogue over and over and over, and I couldn't wait to get through it.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Punch you in the face. Wait, I mean, no, I can't let the intrusive thoughts win. Let me see. Time to go and spend money. Let's go spend money.
Sure! If we're not going to work, then let's kill some time at the Pancration Ring.
Yeah, let's do it. You arrive at the Pancration Ring.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick about it. Another match is about to start.
Yes, we want to bet on both boxers. We don't give a shit about the rules. Anyone that comes at us will die.
Who are the boxers in the next round?
We have the reigning champ, Le Grappler, versus a contender from the Eastern Prison Block, Demon Horde.
Welcome back, Red Runner. We're about to gamble.
Are those their nicknames, or did they choose those names themselves? Either way, super weird.
I kind of still hate how that word's thrown about nowadays.
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Even though Le Grappler is the crowd favorite, demon horde is a first-class dark horse with incredible potential. Anyway, for this match, I recommend that you pick...
We'll buy tickets for both fighters, and I don't want to hear you judge us or warn us about the rules or something bad happen. Anyone that comes and messes with us after the match, well, I have a knife.
Huh? For both fighters?
Did I stutter, Mr. Rozanov? No, I don't think I did. I said both fighters, goddammit.
I can tell you're new to this, but I didn't think you were completely clueless.
We know it's against the rules, bad things will happen, and that's exactly what we want.
Maybe you don't quite understand the rules, no? Let me try to explain again for you more clearly. You see...
We're not stupid, you son of a bitch. We know what we're doing.
Oh, no need. We're aware that we're going to lose coupons.
And we're aware of the rules and we're the bad shit. We don't care. Fucking do it.
Alright then, if you're absolutely sure. Remember, no refunds once you buy the tickets.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. If we really wanted a refund, we'd shank your ass. How about that?
Yeah, we got it. Just shut up and take our coupons.
Damn, Paimon, that's the best thing I think you've ever said. Damn. What is this weird feeling of me actually liking Paimon? I don't think I've ever felt this way before. I think that's the best voice line I've heard in over 650 hours of gameplay in Genshin. Go Paimon! She's actually speaking my language. I love it. Shut up and take our coupons. You leave the parking ring and return to the dormitory.
Seems we had a productive day. Hope we can make even more progress tomorrow.
Paimon, I want to hear you tell more people to shut up. Holy shit, Paimon's not floating. It's the first time I've ever seen her not floating.
Package here for you.
Can't you not see that we're asleep, Mr. Fielding? How dare you come into our dormitory like this? You think just because you got that baton stick you can come in where you want to? I'll have you know I smuggled in a sword and a motorcycle and I know how to use it.
The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
You know what? I'm happy your wife left you.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, Traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look?
I want to tell someone a plot for a story I thought of. I'm someone. You can tell me. I didn't buy anything unless this is... What is this?
Right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the bad thing that Colin said would happen.
I mean, I honestly don't know what could be in that box if it's supposed to be a bad thing. If I had to guess off the top of my head, maybe it's more of the purple meats. But I would be surprised. I wouldn't understand why that is. Maybe it's the head of one of the contenders, but I doubt that because I don't think they die. Okay, so I want feedback on it. If you have any questions, feel free. Okay.
Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just call Paimon after you opened it.
Paimon, so you're gonna let me open it thinking something bad might happen, and you don't want to be around it when it's happening, so you're basically okay with me having something bad happen to me, and as long as it doesn't happen to you. Here I was liking you more, Paimon, for the very first time in over 600 hours of gameplay. You told someone to shut up, and it made my heart smile, and now you're showing that you're a bad friend. Okay, so this is the first time I've told someone.
Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Ah!
Doesn't seem especially scary, but there's something a little odd inside.
Huh? What is it? Are you okay?
Damn it, Paimon, I really lost a lot of respect for you just now, and you just made me like you.
Let Paimon take a peek too.
Yeah, that's right, Paimon. You should have been like wanting to hold my hand and we open it together like sisters, but apparently you're okay with bad things happening to me as long as it doesn't happen to you. Ready Redrunner says, so basically the story takes place in a world of magic. There are 6 magic types, but one magic type was wiped out 100 years ago by a witch who had every single magic type, and now, in today's world, the main character is born and she doesn't have regular magic. She actually managed to get the magic that has been wiped out. I see.
Ooh, it's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like...
Rumor has it that the boxers went missing, and the liquid in the bottles obviously looks like blood. Paimon, you should drink some of it to see if it's blood.
Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say.
Do you want to give it a sniff? Do you want to give it a taste? Drink the blood, Paimon, do it. I've seen you eat food off the floor. Don't act like you're too good for it.
Ugh, no way. Get that stuff away from Paimon.
Seems like we'll have to investigate. This place is chock full of strange happenings after all. I don't know if you're still typing, Redrunner, or if you're ready for me to ask questions.
Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle until we figured out what's going on. Just trust Paimon on this one, okay?
I'm gonna pour it in your mouth when you fall asleep, Paimon, then I'm gonna see what happens. Redrunner says, and so she wants to know the actual truth because she finds out more information about the magic type. At this point is a legend, so she enrolls in a prestigious school, which was founded... The strange blood-colored liquid. The strange package received the next day after violating the hidden rules of the pancreas ring, or whatever the fuck it says.
What do you have planned for us?
I don't think it really matters, but let's see. Investigate the clues you discovered, minus 400 coupons.
Though it feels nice to slack off a little, less work means less coupons. Let's make the most of our morning.
Shortly after, every one of the magic users were wiped out, so she finds that extremely sketchy. So she decides to enroll to maybe find out the truth on why the magic type was wiped out exactly. I see. Dang, I think that... oh crap. I think seeing Paimon and Lumine like both laying in the bed together was the first time I've ever seen Paimon not floating. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the first time I've ever seen Paimon not floating. Okay, so those are the basics. How old is the girl? I think I'm going the right way. Hopefully I'll be able to get the recipes for this place before I leave so I don't ever have to come back here again. I do remember Octavio saying that he did not like this part of the game. I wonder why specifically. Alright, we're making progress, I think. We're gonna keep on following the sparklet thing because it'll be easier that way. So, I want the story to start on her first year in high school and end her third year, so 15. Okay, so she's gonna be 15, 16. The story's gonna end when she's 17. What is the magic type that she has that was like disappeared or like was erased? Like, what is it called and what does it do?
If there's no way to send it all out, maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
That's right, Mr. Promoter, you'll never leave.
Who are you? We've never seen you before, and you don't look like a fellow convict.
Yeah, you look like someone from the outside. We can see the whites of your eyes, mister. You won't survive 2 days in here.
I'm not. Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me for a criminal. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen.
You say that like you think you're better than us, Mr. Promoter. Paimon here will gouge out your eyes if you disrespect her again like that. She is very well known for gouging out eyes. In fact, she's great at it. Red Runner says, dark magic. She has anti-magic abilities, being able to erase matter itself, but she can't control it and even risk erasing herself accidentally if she's not careful. How long have you been working on this story?
Then what are you doing here? You sure seem anxious about something.
Yeah, you seem anxious.
I'm a promoter for FONTAINE, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
Welcome to the channel, Lunar Eclipse. Welcome, welcome, brother. How are you doing on this fine, fine day? A few months. I see. Do you just have the concepts floating around in your head, Red Runner, or have you typed or written any of them out yet?
Oh, a promoter from Fontico? So what kind of problem did you run into?
I'm so upset. It's all because of that Duke.
I don't care if you're upset, Mr. Promoter. Talk about stories, cool.
After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless.
Well, I mean, maybe it was. Maybe he was just being honest with you. I don't know. I've written out some parts. I see. And also important detail, my main character also part of an extremely powerful clan of only water users, and she doesn't want them to know she's a dark magic user, so she pretends not to have any magic. Why doesn't she want them to know that she has the magic powers? Like, why does she want them to not know?
However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking.
Well, maybe you were rambling, or maybe he couldn't put up with it. I mean, your voice does kind of sound like nails on a chalkboard, if we're being honest, Mr. Promoter. It's taking every bit of restraint I have right now for me not to punch you in the mouth.
Let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
I don't care, no.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time.
See, it sounds like he was being honest.
It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that.
Let's see here. She fears being either judged or disowned, after all, so witnessing another one of the members of the clan being disowned for simply challenging the clan's beliefs and the truth. Lunar says, I'd like to talk about my own story projects, but I feel like it wouldn't be the right time. Thanks, Lunar Eclipse. Explanation points. Well, if you chose to talk about your story, Lunar, you would be the third person of this stream to talk about their own personal story. Cynthia told us about hers, and now Red Runner's telling us about his, and now you're mentioning you have one as well. What is this girl's parents doing? Where are her parents?
But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it.
I mean, Mr. Promoter, if someone talked to me like that, I think I would say fuck them and I'd try to find someone else to do business with.
Anyway, that's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
I sure can. I think he had a good point.
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much you can do about that. We met him too and could tell that he's the kind of guy that's hard to pin down.
Fine, fine. I know, I should just let it go. I'm on his turf after all. His house, his rules.
That's true. That's very true. Dissatisfaction with the Duke. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupon will spend them on Fonta. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you put something addictive in your Fonta drink, then it would definitely get people to sell their coupons. I mean, it would be an immoral thing to do, but I mean, you're definitely going to move product, and then you can laugh in the Duke's face when everybody and anybody, with himself included, gets addicted to your Fonta drink. I'm just pitching ideas. What do I know? Let's see here. I'll talk about mine once I'm not interrupting someone else. Okay, so her dad is a high-ranking member of the clan and possibly one of the best water users on Earth, and her mother still cares for her and loves her, even if she doesn't have a magic type. She does. Okay, so her parents don't know that she has the magic type that, like, disappeared 100 years ago. What caused the magic to disappear 100 years ago? All right. Hopefully we're almost done with this place. I couldn't imagine it going on for much longer, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be honest. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna use this elevator again. I still gotta find out how I can buy those recipes from that one guy. I thought I was getting these coupons to do it, but apparently it's a different currency. And Zindy said I gotta find some chests that'll have the currency in there, and I've yet to find even one, so that's kind of frustrating. Alright, it says here. There we go.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't you? Well, did anything happen?
Yes, we got a box delivered by that guy with the zesty mustache, and he said that next time we gotta pick up our package because he's a bitch. I mean, he might have said it some other way, but that was basically what he was communicating. That's what I heard. Lunar says, question, Red Runner, how many characters are a part of your story so far? Red Runner says, so basically a witch who's a prophecy knows as the second coming. She's basically made a cult. And she's got them to massacre every single dark magic user. And the dark magic users were in a village because they weren't allowed in big cities. I don't have a number, but I think 10 plus. Why weren't they allowed in cities?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
It was a package with a little vase in there with a red liquid. It looked kind of like blood. I said Paimon should drink some of it to test it out, but she refused. I poured a little bit of it in her mouth when she fell asleep. She didn't seem to notice.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did you? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
How would we know if it wasn't, Mr. Collins? Maybe we are automatonic robots now, I don't know. Have you already started the story, or did you write the character lore for each character you want? A part of the story.
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon?
I don't know, Paimon, you've been acting pretty creepy. You did tell that one, the guy at the pregnation ring thingy to shut up and just take our money, and I respected you for that. But then you acted like a coward when we got that package, so I lost the respect I gained for you. But if you go around telling more men to shut up, I will respect you. Red Runner says, because people said dark magic users would delete them. or delete everything, and so they were in the big cities. They had faced discrimination and sometimes murder, so they settled in a village. Both. I have the story and making lore for my main 3 trio, and the villain's side characters, etc. Does the main female character have a love interest at any point? Only you'd ever ask such a question. I'm pretty sure you're fine. I mean, you're crazy, but that's how you've always been, Paimon. That's why I love you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. But I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
I have him written too. I see.
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons.
I was writing my own story when I was close to around your age, Red Runner. Honestly, I didn't really think much of it back then. I didn't think it was something that, like... It wasn't until I became an adult that I realized that, like, not everyone can write stories, really. Or, like, at least I would say write stories that are interesting, I should say. It's, I would say, like, it's a genuine talent. When I think about writing my own stories, like, if they ever became mainstream or popular, one of the things I'm worried about is, like, getting crazy fans that, like, want to ship certain characters together and, like, lose their minds if, I don't go along with their nonsense. Because I've seen it happen to other, story writers, and it's kind of scary, to be honest. Lunar says, I've written too much of the story I'm working on. I mainly get the character's personality and stuff written before doing much else.
When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
I mean, yes, that's true, Paimon. Yes, yes.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets.
Either you're lying or you're a moron, Collins. Which is it?
It makes so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh yeah, the Fanta guy. We met him earlier. I was getting super zesty vibes from him.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Paimon thought all of this was thanks to the Duke's support.
Let's hear his backstory, Red Runner. Lay it on us.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the Fortress of Meropide.
I understand. That's some important info.
Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Don't you tell us what to do, Mr. Collins. Boys and girls, I'm gonna run to the kitchen and the bathroom. I'll be back in just a moment. Don't do anything I wouldn't. have returned, and I did not come back empty-handed. I came back with chocolate milk. Hopefully, I put enough chocolate syrup in there because, I don't know, I guess ever since I was a kid, I always liked, like, extra chocolate syrup in my chocolate milk. Like, I don't want it to be a little bit chocolatey, I want it to be a lot of bit chocolatey. So chocolatey, in fact, that whenever we go out to restaurants to eat with my parents, and they'd ask me what I wanted to drink, the answer 99% of the time was chocolate milk. If they use syrup to make the chocolate milk, we asked them to bring out the bottle of the chocolate syrup so I could squirt it in there, because every time I let them do it, they put like, I don't know, a teaspoon or maybe like a couple teaspoons, which I want like a ridiculous amount, a diabetic amount of chocolate syrup in there. And at least when I was a kid, chocolate milk was more expensive than like regular soda. So like instead of getting like a Coke or a Sprite or a Dr. Pepper that would cost like, I don't know, $1, $1.50, I can't really remember the prices to be honest, the chocolate milk would be like $2 or maybe even $3. So bring out the fucking bottle, because it costs like the price of like 3 soft drinks. Alright, hang on. Oh damn, there's a lot. Okay, hang on. Okay, so basically her love interest was born into royalty. As a kid, he was already strong and he had fire magic, and his magic was stronger than the other adults. So he could have gotten an ego, but his mom taught him not to have an ego and to appreciate everything he has as his skills, so he took it to heart, and his father was usually never around, and his mother eventually got extremely depressed that she felt she was losing her husband, who was mostly focused on his work as an emperor. So one day she holds him one last time to tell him she will forever love him and that he better remember it no matter what. And he was confused on what she meant, so later he was drawing a picture of his family and he went to show his mom, and he realized she wasn't moving, so he got scared and went to tell his dad. And his dad understood. He was devastated, and after all that day, he ends up developing like a shell. He basically now has an ego. He is cocky, he thinks he's the shit, and yells at anyone who tells him otherwise. And all that while coping with the fact that he lost his mother. Did his mother end her life? Alright. Look for the objective. Okay, so I guess we're gonna see, like, maybe it's up here, maybe? Yes. That is sad. I don't know who or what we're supposed to talk to around here. Oh, I guess right over here.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Maybe not. Every page has the FONTAINE symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they?
We'll stab them immediately, Paimon. It's fine. Yes. The backstory sounds pretty interesting, and also pretty sad. I'm not very good with words, to be honest. Thanks for the feedback. Was planning on making it sad. What are you afraid of? We're already convicted criminals. How would you describe the world that this story takes place in? Would it be like a medieval world with like knights and armor and very little technology with like swords and shields? Or would it be like more modern day world, like with like cars and trains and airplanes? Or would it be like more futuristic? Or what are you thinking?
Oh, you're right. Guess nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds like things aren't going well at all. Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody went through them. Okay, good.
Alright, let me see, hang on. More modern day with a bit of medieval because I have royalty. I see. I just remembered I was working on a character in my story whose existence is only suffering, forced to live on due to her forced immortality. Who forced her to have immortality? Reminds me of I have no mouth and I must scream. Any other questions? What is the main motivating factor for the main character? Let's see here. Have you come to the ring work up something too? About the Parkatan, we're a very healthy spot. I ain't reading all this. I don't have the patience. We're gonna see what the second thing is. It's more speed than Fluve. I cannot wait to be done with Fontaine because I can't pronounce the French words very easily. Bulletin board. Okay, nothing else here for us, it seems. On the bright side, we do got more golden light thing to follow. But first, before we leave this place, I'm going to check to see if there's any hidden chests in here. I don't know if there are, but there might be. And if there is, then we shall find them. She wants to find out the truth, like what exactly happens. Why exactly were Dark Mage users massacred in that village? Because no one left. No men, women, grandpas, kids, babies, no one. By the way, the story I was working on was Evolution Verse, basically an Undertale alternative meant to be interesting and somewhat sad at times. I've never heard of Evolution Verse, and although I've heard of Undertale, I don't know too much about it, so that doesn't help me a whole lot with knowing what's going on. If the story that you're making, Red Runner, was going to be like in a book format, like you were writing books, how many books would it take you, do you think, to tell the full story the way you want to tell it? Like, would it be like one book? Would it be 2 books? Would it be a trilogy? How many books? You may not even know the answer to that question. I don't know. I would have sworn that there would have been a, like a chest on one of these pipes up here. They would reward me for climbing high, is what I thought. But apparently I was wrong. I don't know, books. I want to make it a manga. I see. I find that extremely fascinating. Back when I was your age, I wasn't aware of manga, really. Like, I don't think I'd ever seen one, or like even like heard of it before. Despite, like, I knew what anime was, but at the time, like when I was first learning about what anime was, I I did not know that like it was basically an adaptation of like a manga that came before it. I wouldn't have learned that until much later. Anime was not popular the way it is now when I was around your age. It was a very niche interest, and kids would often get bullied and made fun of for liking anime when I was a kid. So much, in fact, that I wouldn't even tell other kids that I liked anime unless I knew it was safe to do so. Same for me, to be honest. You're wanting to make a manga as well, Lunar? I don't know when I found out about manga. Any last questions? I'm gonna go to bed after one last question. Or I do a light novel of evolution verse. Does your story have a happy, sad, or confusing ending? I have to assume that Cynthia left the stream after I asked my question to her earlier. I don't want to think that she ignored me deliberately because that would upset me. Yes, happy ending. Alright. I can do one last question. How many main characters in your story die?
Wanna grab something to eat?
Let's end the shift.
Alright, but remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time. Oh, just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up, Paimon.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Let's work in the production zone. Let's go to the Parkadon ring. Let's go investigate. I don't think there are any more clues to be found here. Perhaps we should check the production zone or the Parkins ring out. Let's go to the Parkins ring.
Seems you're really getting the hang of things at the Pancration ring now. But just playing the same game over and over? It's getting kinda tiring.
I understand. Maybe there's another way.
Yeah, why don't we have Collins lower the difficulty a little? You know, so we can just breeze through each level.
That I'm still working on. I got attached to some characters, so plan to kill off, so I don't know how to how to kill them off.
A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler?
I think I've got something, but unfortunately it's not related to child. Alright, I won't hold you up anymore, Red Runner. I hope you sleep well, and I had fun talking to you. I appreciate you supporting my stream. Do you have any more questions? Not off the top of my head.
Really? Then it looks like that part of the investigation led us nowhere. Well, maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Good night, Traveler.
How many main characters are in your story, Lunar Eclipse? Stage objective complete. Yay, I think we've done everything.
Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. Paimon didn't think this prison would have so many weird things going on. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere.
I'm gonna head to bed, so I had much fun talking about evolution, and hopefully I can talk about more story later. Good night, have a... amazing stream. Thank you. I'll see you, Red Runner. I enjoyed seeing some of the information of your story. Good night, Nox, and good night, Lunar. Good night. Let's spend some coupons to skip our shift so we can investigate.
Yeah, let's skip work for now and put our time to good use.
30 primogems. And we're also at 200. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. 105. Alright. What time is it? Holy crackers, it's 12:56. Been streaming for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and take a break here, boys and girls. I am tired. I will be streaming early tomorrow because I only have 3 days and 17 hours left to get Miss Sit Lolly. Will I unlock her in time? Honestly, I'm starting to seriously doubt it. But I will try, so I will be no-lifing this game for the next 3 days. My story has 2 MCs, considering the perspective swap between them. I see. Feel free to come by to tomorrow's stream and you can talk more about your story and I'll try to ask interesting questions. But to everyone else, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all for that. We're going to do one last pull before I end the stream, so here we go. Wish me luck, boys and girls. Wish me luck. Please, 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 please. Come home, Sit Lolly, come home. I need that super jump. Come home, come home, come home. Aw. Sad. Alright. And we don't got any blue ones. Let me double check the shop. I don't think I have anything in the shop. Hold on. Alright, we got 0 of these. And we can't buy any new pink things until 14 days from now. So by the time I can buy more pink things, we will be long gone for Sit Lolly. And of course, I only got 105 and I need 160. So that will conclude all the pulls tonight. I will be probably streaming sometime early in the morning tomorrow. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Lunar, Zindi, you guys have a great night. Red Runner, have a great night. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. As always, guys, if you see someone hurting,